so I wouldn't drink.
Nice,
So,
dude. You're savage.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know what? We work hard, and I get it, but for me, I know myself. I just can't have one drink. So I just left it. I was like, I'll be the DD this way.
Nice.
I'm not gonna have to worry or put that pressure on myself.
Well, I'm proud of you for that. I think that's amazing.
Thank you.
I got to see my family in Orlando, so that was super cool. I also didn't. Yeah, I didn't really drink either. I just been like I told you before we got on here, I'm not really feeling 100%, but we don't miss, which is why we're here. So I'm super excited.
Good for you.
Yes, I love you. All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna give a countdown, and then what we're gonna do is quick intro, like who are you, where you're from, how'd you find us, like that sort of thing, and then we'll just get a little bit into like your story, experience, what you've learned, how you feel, that sort of thing. So, sound good?
Sounds perfect.
Let's do it. All right, so we're gonna get this rolling in 3, 2, and 1. What is going on, mother truckers? Welcome back to another episode of the Shit Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. This is your favorite coach, Coach Out. Let's get it. In today's episode, I'm joined by one of my amazing clients, Alana Viola. Am I saying your name right?
You're saying it right.
I'm saying it. All right, amazing. So, Alana, give us a little bit of an intro. Who are you? Where are you from? How'd you find us? And then we'll talk about our experience together.
Absolutely. So, my name is Alana Viola. I'm from Canada, from the capital, Ottawa. I actually found you, Sal, online. And I remember, like, you popped up, and I decided to scroll your feed. And no lie, I just really enjoyed your content, and I really liked you as a person. So I felt like I was really drawn to that aspect of it. And I really liked how you spoke to both men and women, but really to women. There was something really like soulful there. And I right away, like I remember you and I got chatting. I felt that connection, and rest is history.
That was it. Now we're here, and yeah, I think that's so cool. It's the power of social media. But yeah, I mean, I've seen just a lot of people struggle with a lot of things, and like I just don't want you guys to do that, which is why I started this, and you know that. I can go all day with that, but today is about you. So which platform did you find me on? Was it Instagram or TikTok?
I actually found you on
Instagram, and you were just scrolling like, all right, maybe this guy knows something or two. Like, what drew you in? You just felt like, what did you say there? Something you said stood out to me. You said just like authenticity. What was it?
I found you very authentic. I really liked how you spoke, and I really felt that you were genuine in your content.
Yeah.
It's really easy. You scroll and, and I really admire everybody who puts themselves out there.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I just felt like you were very genuine, real, and you wanted to see results. And I could tell that you really cared about your clients.
Yeah.
And that struck like a really delicate chord with me, and I felt very safe with you, especially after everything I had been through. I knew right then and there, like the way you spoke, even based on our private conversations, I knew right then and there, I was like, okay, you know what? I said, this is a guy that's going to really help me get to where I need to be. Yeah. And look at where I am now.
I know, dude. It's honestly so cool. And I wanted to touch on that because I think that's something that gets very overlooked in this space is just like genuinely caring, and it doesn't have to be something that's so miraculous. Like, yo, just like I actually give a shit about you guys as humans, like I want to see you win, and I'm really.
It tells, Sal. We all know this about you, and I think this is what makes this community that you created and put together so strong.
The community is fucking lit, right?
It's the best. Honestly, it's the best community I've ever been a part of.
Oh,
besides my family and friends.
Yeah.
Like this has been an amazing experience.
Oh, I'm trying not to get emotional. Thank you for that. I appreciate you.
Well, we all feel that way though. So I think it's something that was really important for me to come on your podcast. One, I'm very honored, so thank you very much
for
having me on this.
Of course.
But two, I just think it's so important to share with people how you make them feel.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
You're making a huge difference.
Thank you so much for that. That's the goal, it's amazing. Yeah. We're going to lose weight. We're going to eat better, exercise, all that stuff. But it's ultimately I talk a lot about this in the group too, is just like the type of person that you're becoming and how you're living, and like, I actually care about that, like to a fault where like, I'm always following up and doing all these little things that most people maybe don't do. But like, I genuinely like want to see you guys win, which is why I do that. So that's super cool. I appreciate that. Now, a couple things I wanted to hammer here was, I guess I said your name. So Alana, like, do you pronounce it differently? Like, is that my bad or?
No, you can. I think it's our accents.
It's the Canadian, hey?
I do this all the Alana. It's so sick.
Because you said that to me, I'm like, oh my God, no way. All right, so we're good. I'm just an Italian guy over here. You're a Canadian. We'll figure that out. It's all good. But I was curious, was there any like hesitations coming into the program, right? Because you're scrolling on social media, I stand out great, but like I'm still like an online coach, right? Was there ever, maybe a thought in your mind as to this is sketchy? Like, I don't know if I can do this, and that.
I think my hesitation definitely wasn't with you.
Mm,
I think my hesitation was stemmed from myself,
for yourself.
to be honest.
What do you mean
Yeah,
exactly? Do you mind sharing?
I mean, I think for a lot of people, like for example, I had just gone out of something like pretty traumatic in my life when it came to, going through critical illness, and everything that had happened. And your mindset's not very positive. You try to be positive as much as you can. You're always trying to think of the positive, see what's best, look at like what's going on that's you're very blessed for in your life, and to have that gratitude. But I think I just wasn't sure if I could personally do it. I didn't know if I actually myself had it in me to be able to follow through with the program.
Could you say that again? I think you cut out there for a second.
Sorry, I was just saying, I think it was my mindset. I didn't have confidence in myself to believe that I could actually go through the program and be successful.
So I'm curious why you feel that, though. It was just like a lack of like internal belief. Like, what do you feel like it was there that was holding you back?
To be honest, I think I was just really down in the dumps. After going through, like I said, like when you go through something like that, like you just don't have a lot of confidence. Like my body was changing. I was different. Like I lost my hair, lost my nails, gained weight. I was swollen. Just got out of surgery, had all this chemo left over. And you just, and so I
it's a lot.
It gets heavy. It gets really heavy. And I think that, in all honesty, was something that kind of, I think that lack of confidence, like it really builds up in you, and you're thinking to yourself, you're physically and emotionally exhausted. And I think that's where it was coming from.
And I appreciate you sharing that, because I know it's not easy to talk about. And I didn't even like give you any script. No, I didn't. I didn't give you any script before we came on here. Like I just like wanted this. I just wanted this to be off the cuff, because I feel like that's the type of person that you are, and the relationship that we've built. It's just like very like easygoing, like let's have fun, let's win, like all that. So that's why like I knew I was excited. You're like, yo, do you want to reschedule? I was like, no, like let's do it. Like I'm here. But that's.
I'm really excited about this too, and I mean, you do so much for us. It's the least I could do.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you sharing that, because I know it's been difficult. But on that point, though, like I really want to address that, because you were in that position back in October when you first joined. So, like, let's talk about the shifts you've made now as a byproduct being with our team. Like, how are you feeling now? Like, let's talk about that a little more. Let's get excited.
Listen, like I feel like it was like a complete shift. In all honesty with you. After joining the program, I learned how to eat properly. I learned where I was lacking when it came to ensuring that I was, preparing meals that were nutritious, best for me as well. And I think when, I just started to develop like healthier habits. And I feel like I just started to focus more on myself, put myself first. And I feel through, everything that I've learned through you, the program, and from other people in the community too, it just really helped shift my mindset. And it gave me a lot of confidence, and overall, like mentally, spiritually, physically, like I'm feeling great. Absolutely amazing.
I just like it's literally exactly like what I pride myself on. Like that's what I talk about on this podcast all the time. I'm not sure. Have you been able to listen to any of these episodes like prior to being on here, or?
I've listened to some of the episodes.
Some of them, yeah.
100% I've listened to them.
That's amazing, because like that's really what I like to focus on. Like I said earlier, like it's not just like, hey, let's lose 10 pounds. It's like all of these things, your mindset, perspective, nutrition, habits, like they stack on each other, and you're seeing that, which I think is remarkable. And what's cool is like, I think we're only like maybe 12, 13 weeks in, like we're only like not even halfway. So if you think about that for a second, how much more you have to build off that, like it's a very exciting thing, right?
It's absolutely amazing. Very exciting.
So incredible, and I'm extremely proud of you. And like also just connecting with the other people in the group too. You've seen that, like how amazing is that, being able to just like talk to people who are on the same page,
and everyone's so like-minded and everyone's so supportive. And I just feel like when you're having those like down moments, or even like those great moments, like the positive ones, like everyone's there cheering you on and supporting you. And I think that's amazing.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, because it's difficult. It's not easy to just rewire the entire existence of your life, right? Like, it's something that takes a lot of work, you know? So like having those people around you, it's a lot. It's everything. That's super cool. Off of that point though, too, like, what do you feel like is some of the things you've really learned? Like, I know you touched upon like nutrition and habits, but like, is there something deep where you were really looking for that? And like, oh, there you go. You're about to say something there.
No, actually, for me, I think it was mindset.
Mindset. So what do you mean specifically with that?
Yeah, I think it really helped me. It kind of, I don't know what it did, switched something in my brain for me, but I really felt like it helped with my mindset. I felt like, you know, like one of the very first questions you asked me is, what's your why?
Yeah.
And I remember from the onset of that question, I just started to ask myself more questions in my health journey and even in my life in general.
Yeah.
And I think from there, it really set me up for success, because I feel like I just was putting myself in a position where I was being forced to think about things.
Yeah. Isn't that so cool?
Thinking about, to reflect upon things that I wasn't necessarily reflecting on.
Yeah.
And I think that was actually pretty, I think that really did help me. And I think too, like, you know, seeing my team members and speaking to them as well, like it helps you be more positive.
Yeah.
And, you know, deep down inside you find that like strength as well.
Absolutely.
And yeah, all of it together, Plus nutrition, eating well, sleeping better.
Yes.
You and I have talked about this. I am the worst. Like, I don't sleep well.
Yeah.
That's my own fault, though. Like, let's be honest, having 5 coffees a day isn't.
But we dialed it back, though. We dialed it back. You're feeling better. You're sleeping better. Everything is just like, it's like a gradual thing, which I think is absolutely incredible. But like, leaning on other people, doing all those things. But it's just like, you're really stepping into a higher version of yourself where it's just like, you didn't think that was maybe possible a few months ago, right? And like you said, too, it's just about maybe asking the questions that you maybe wouldn't have thought about. Because then you like start to like peel the layers back of the onion and, you know, digging a little bit deeper that maybe you wouldn't have. And then you just keep going, which I think is super cool. So that's that. I love that. Now, is there anything specifically you'd like to maybe say to somebody who might be struggling, who's like maybe on the fence right now? You know, maybe they're in your position a few months ago. You know, what would you say to that person based on where you're at now?
What would I say? Oh, man, that's a really good question.
It's a good one, hey?
Yeah, that's a deep one.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, and we've spoken about this before. I mean, when you're in maybe a dark place or not in the best place in your life, or you kind of hit rock bottom, remind yourself that you can't get lower than that. You just go up after.
Yeah.
And I think when you see, for example, Sal, and you get an opportunity to come across his page, if I can say anything, he's 100% true to his word, you know, and he's going to be there for you 100%. And honestly, like, this is something that I would highly recommend that you don't overpass or overlook. Opportunities like this don't come very often.
Nope. Oh, did I lose you? What happened here? I think you cut out there for a second.
Oh, can you hear me now, though?
Yeah, I just lost. I think I don't know if I lost Wi-Fi there for a second. I don't know what happened here.
Hey.
Give me 1 second. Hold on.
Take your time.
Damn, I'm so sorry about that. What is that? Give me 1 second. All right. Let's okay, here it is, because I'm trying to record this at the same time. All right. If you could say that, are we good? Is the connection there? I'm good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. If you could say that again, please, just like really quick.
Yeah. No, I think at the end of the day, I would highly recommend Sal's page. And if I can say anything, he's true to his word, 100%.
100%.
All the content, everything you see, the support, it's real. And I would just highly recommend check out his page. And, you know, you can actually see through people's attestations as well and all the support and the praise that he gets. Like I said, it's 100% and you will not regret it.
Yo, I'm like, I'm filled with like a lot of emotions right now, so I really appreciate that. Yeah, because it's just like I try very hard to be there for you guys and do all the right things, and it's like when you guys reciprocate that, like it makes my job a lot more fun and enjoyable, you know. So I'm very thankful for you and the efforts that you've put forward. It's just it's been really cool, and I'm excited to see how much further we take it, you know.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much all I had. I just wanted to be short and sweet today. Is there anything else you wanted to share before we wrap this up?
I just want to say thank you to you.
Yeah.
I'm really appreciative of everything that you're doing for all of us.
Mhm.
And you know, I do truly believe. It's not that I know. You know, you're making such a huge difference in all these people's lives, and can't say thank you enough. And I appreciate you, so
Yes.
thank you.
Of
And
course.
thank you for not giving up either.
Of course.
You know
Yeah.
me. Sometimes I like to have my alone time.
Yeah, I hear you.
And
Part
you've
of
been
it.
so good with me,
Yeah.
and really pushed me and helped me to get outside of that level of like me being comfortable.
Yeah. Dude, the
100%.
connection's a little spotty, but I think I got that last part. You're out of your comfort zone a little bit is what I got there.
No problem.
It's something in that Canadian Wi-Fi. Hey, I don't know what's going on over there, but
Hey, listen. It better be good because our cell phone bills are horrendous.
I
Here,
know, dude. So is mine.
Better be good.
Yo, but I just want to say thank you for hopping on today. I appreciate your time. That was absolutely incredible. And I'm gonna go chop this up really quick, and then I have another call to get on. But like, yo, I'm just really proud of you. Thank you. You're killing it, and the best is yet to come. All right, I appreciate you. Talk to you soon. All right.
Thanks, love.
You got
Talk
it.
to you later.
Peace.
Bye.
All right, guys, that is it. That is all. You heard it first. Alana Viola. I guess I can't say her name, but absolutely incredible client of ours who's seen a tremendous amount of progress. So just super proud of her, like I said, and stoked for what the future has in store. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you have the best day of your lives. Peace, love, and protein. We'll see you in the next one. Let's get it.